Hi, how y'all doing? It is Tuesday, the 5th of March, 2024. So, yeah. How did I figure that out? Oh, five. No, that's a 9. Never mind. It was yesterday there was a portal. 8, 8 in the numerology, right? Throughout the date. Because today is 5 and 3. Oh, no, it's today. 5 and 3 is 8, and 224 is 8, right? So it's a portal. 8, 8 portal. Abundance. Hmm. This guy here was clear on the rise. There was some clouds and then completely clouded out. That's what those contrails were for yesterday, right? They were I believe they were seeded the sky so it would rain, and because the rain clouds came in the same direction, right, in lines. So yeah, it's weird how that tech works, but it works. Um, and yeah, it's been raining all afternoon. It's really warm though. So yeah, housing came, maintenance, and said they were doing a hot water inspection on the hot water tank, and all they did was add an electrical device for a smart device, whatever, right? So that the water reader can come and just point at the building and read the water. And I questioned them about it, and I said, you know that stuff causes harm to our brain, our electromagnetic frequencies in our brain. Yeah, he says, and then he's just like, well, they should have these in all everywhere, so much easier and stuff. He's just completely doesn't really understand, right? 3 men to put one little unit in on the wall. If it starts messing with me, I'll just turn off the hot water heater, right? Or pull the wire and they'll have to keep coming and replace it. It's faulty. I don't know why it broke, right? If it's causes harm, if I notice any difference. So, yeah, because there was a thing about that, right? The smart meters and stuff like that are not good for us. They mess with us. So, yeah. Um, Sat here all day. I felt really high vibe all day. I got up really in a good mood and all that, right? The Schumann today is 15, so it's down a little bit from yesterday. Yesterday it was 21, right? My hair's starting to thin, I think. Anyway, enough about that. Um, I lost myself. I interrupted myself. See what happened? Had a quiet day of high vibe. Schumann's at 15. Sat and watched YouTube. My eldest son stopped over. Chatted him and his younger brother, right, the one that lives here. Chatted up, right, and then he left. And the universe is testing me, right? The source is testing me because after that, I got a phone call and it was these scammers that keep on calling asking for Truly Troy, right? They've been doing it for years, ever since like 2017. And I've had them argue with me that this is Troy's phone. And I said, there's no Troy here, right? But when I first got this phone, I got a text from a guy named Truly Troy, and it was a code, bunch of numbers, right? And I thought, this is weird, right? Don't know this person, don't know what this is, right? So I deleted it. Then I get a message from him, this Truly Troy person, wanting the code. And when I told him no, he freaked out and started calling me names and everything and said he was going to get scammers after me, right? So it's just like, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. And yeah, so I just deal with him, right? I just tell him, there's no Troy here. No, no Troy here. It's not his phone, right? And so I guess, see, I could have blew up and whatever and yelled at them, but that's not the way I deal with things, right? So that's a test because when people trying to interfere with you, that you know what they are, right? It makes some people angry and they lash out. But I've got that part of me under control, unless it's against my physical body, right? You know what I mean? I'm not lashing out for somebody I care for, right? Those are the only reasons I've ever acted up, right? I'm very protective that way. So yeah. And then I get a message from one of my daughters telling me that her father is back in the district where we live, right? This is not good news. He is a serial rapist, right? He's living in assisted housing somewhere in this district, which is really large. Okay, it's really big. It incorporates a few towns, many, I should say, right, villages and stuff like this. So it wouldn't be hard. I can narrow it down, right? I'm smart that way. I'm good at investigating. But yeah, he keeps on getting he hasn't had contact with her most of her life, right? That's why I moved to British Columbia, so she wouldn't have to go visit him by herself. It was court ordered. But yeah, I didn't. I moved to BC, so she didn't have to do that, right? Because he's not a good man, and I had to keep her safe. So, but she knows him. She visited him when we came back from to Ontario once, and that was the last time, right? And her grandmother took her. That was part of the court order. So, yeah. Anyway, she texted me and told him there's a worker, one of his workers, or keep messaging her and asking if she wants to meet her dad. He's wondering if she'd talk to him and stuff like this. And that's as far as I got with that, right? Because it's up to her. She's an adult. She's in 30. So yeah, and it freaked me out, right, when I heard he was back in this area, because the tarot card readers said somebody's spying on me, right? Somebody from my past that I wouldn't think about was coming back, right? I would never thought he would come back here, right? He's not liked in this area. So he's got brain damage now and has to live in assisted housing. I was like, why has he got brain damage? I guess being in the penitentiary for so long, right? Being a rape hound, he probably got beat up several times. Who knows, right? Bad things happen to those people in there. So yeah. And I was like, I started getting excited and I was like, nah, Source never gives me more than I can handle. I'm not the same person at all. I've grown so much, right? I got this, you know? People can only get in your life if you allow them to. And I know the way he works. So, there you go. Right? I just thought I'd be getting mad at the tarot card readers. Kind of not mad, but annoyed by them, right? Like, because it's never for me. I was like, yeah, like that'll happen. Like, come on. Right? Not my read. Not my read. Right? I shut them down. And then a month or so later, it happened. Right? Although he hasn't reached out to me yet. So I suppose kind of sort of because he'd know his daughter would tell me. Right? But no worries. I just thought it was weird. Another test. Right? Strange. How are y'all doing today? Did you feel the energy change? I told you it would change. Right? It did for me. Got aches and pains, but we're getting pelted by a geometric storm. So there's many symptoms that comes along with that. Dizziness, lightheaded, headaches, you name it, right? You'll feel like it. Maybe even you feel like you're having a flu, right? But then it turns out to be nothing. This is fibromyalgia, right? It makes you think something's really bad with you, and then the next day it's gone. So is the symptoms of the solar flares and the magnetic storm and the CMEs. Facebook and Instagram was knocked off the air today, but y'all know that, right? Because probably everybody's got a social media account. And yeah, as soon as I found out, or as I say, I noticed it, right, I was like, right on, that's good news, right? Because something's being flipped around there, you know? It is. Remember I told you about the good AI and AIX, right? Might be what's going on. Just saying. Seen lots of codes today. watching different YouTubes, just titles and stuff. I was just like, wow, wow, wow. And I was like, I gotta write this down. I never wrote it down, and now I can't remember hardly any of them. But they're in there. They'll come out next, when I'm not thinking about it. So it usually works. More answers. I seen a dignitary in a bow tie today on a Telegram video on one of the sites I follow on Telegram, right? Or subscribe to. I know, followers, right? But he was a melanated man, a judge with a bow tie, right? And it had to do with Trump or Biden, right? A bunch of stuff came out about them today too, didn't it? It did. If you haven't heard about it, start looking on the back channels. You'll find it, right? So, yeah. Different energy today. Tomorrow's Wednesday. The astrology says it's going to be a good week. So take that as you will. All right? I guess energy-wise, mood-wise, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Well, maybe not too much because of the geometric storm giving us ascension symptoms. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It always comes out in the wash. So, yeah. All right. There's probably a lot more I wanted to say because those codes, but I forgot them. So, I'll make another video about them as soon as I remember. I'll write it down. Okay? Okay. I love you all to consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Bye.